The NBA, Rob. Let's go to the Lakers. What a surprise on Sunday.
I know. That was a Christmas present for everybody in March.
I was chilling, hanging out. My wife and I went to church. We went out to brunch. I didn't think any games were coming on. I was going to go help my daughter, do some moving and stuff. And I just happened looking at my phone and I see LeBron is back. And I missed the first half, but I turned, I watched. As soon as I saw he was back and it was halftime, I said, let me check this out.
Right.
And, surprised everyone in coming back, Rob, but they lost.
They lost. I guess taking the ball out of Austin Reeves' hand is hurt, right?
I saw Jay Williams on ESPN. I don't know if it had to be this morning.
Right,
game was last night.
What'd he say? Was he? I told you.
No, I was wondering what he was gonna say. And
right.
He kind of played it like he had never said. You know what I mean? Like he didn't really bring up
like
any
he never.
problems.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you remember we were like, what? Okay.
No, you're right. Obviously, and rightly so. I'm sure he got a lot of criticism for that. So he definitely backed off of that one. But they had won 3 in a row, Rob, and LeBron came back. And as we said, they lost to the lowly Chicago Bulls. Now, look, the Bulls are playing well. And this is one thing I've said is that they are playing for something. So people have looked at the Lakers schedule, Rob, and said, it's the easiest schedule in the league. I think it's either the easiest or top 4 or something like that, or it switches, after every game.
Right.
You might have got rid of a bad team or added, whatever it might be. But most of the teams they play are playing for something. The Bulls, Rob, have won 5 of their last 6 and 7 of their last 9, and they are playing to get in the play-in the Eastern Conference.
Right.
And they got talent. Like, I don't know what the problem has been this year. I mean, they had a lot of issues. They had some injuries. But Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan can play. And so if they're motivated and clicking, they're not an easy out. In fact, that's who the Lakers they play the Clippers tonight. I think Chicago.
They play the Clippers.
Is it tonight?
In LA, yes.
Yeah. So, but they beat the Lakers. LeBron came off the bench. I was a little surprised at that, but he's been out. I give him credit for, having the humility to accept that he's LeBron James. I'm not saying that joke like, there's the memes. I'm LeBron James.
You could always start, Chris. Play the first 4 minutes and come out. You know what I mean? Like you could just do that if you want to just.
And he played 30 minutes.
Because it's about a minute thing,
restriction,
right?
But he still. I doubt the minutes restriction was 30, Rob. LeBron always goes above his minutes restriction if there is one. So, but yeah, he came out the bench, played well, 19 points, 6 rebounds, 3 dimes, was a +4. So, he didn't hurt him at all, as you would expect that he wouldn't. But they lost. And Rob, it will take a little bit of time. We've said it before. LeBron's not as ball dominant as he used to be, but he still is he's a guy that's going to have the ball in his hands a good amount of time. And that takes an adjustment, Rob. I mean, we've talked about it. That's the uniqueness of Kevin Durant, right? Like it's tough to just drop most of today's stars into the lineup because he's a star. And he's going to have the ball, and he's getting certain touches, and other guys aren't getting touches. So you have to adjust. Kevin Durant's unique in that he doesn't need the ball a lot. Couple dribbles, bam, pull up.
He's the exception to the rule.
Right.
Most guys, it's an adjustment.
Absolutely. And so they have to adjust to LeBron, and he'll get used to his new teammates. But, Anthony Davis, that was the biggest thing. Is that LeBron comes back, Rob, and Anthony Davis doesn't deliver. I mean, LeBron outplayed Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis has, I think, 15 points. Yeah, 15 points.
He should have 15 points when he steps into the arena.
Yes.
For real.
I mean, the question should be, is he going to double it?
Right.
It shouldn't be, is he going to get 50? He only took 8 shots, Rob. 6 for 8. Now, I'm not going to put it all on. I mean, a lot of it's on him, but they got to look to him. They got to go through him. I think they should be playing through him, Rob, more than even LeBron. If he'll take the bull by the horns.
Right. If he's willing to play that game. But that's the game they should be playing.
Right. So they're in 9th, Rob, in the Western Conference standings. It is tight. And with the, as we said, the Mavericks, they're up 12 now at the half on Indiana, so maybe they'll get one tonight.
They need it badly. They probably will. And the Pacers have everybody out, Chris. If they don't win this game, I mean,
they don't win this. It's almost like, are you like I said, it could be over, right? You would think that they're not going to rally around this run for the play-in, but right now, Lakers in 9th. Which means, let's say they stayed there, Robin. It's so tight. They're tied.
But there's a lot of what are the tiebreakers, though, right? I mean, the Lakers have a couple, and they don't have a couple.
Right. So they're in 9th, tied with OKC. They must have that tiebreaker. I'm not checking right now, but they're listed as ahead of them. But what that means, Rob, is that they would play the Pelicans. And, like, if it stayed as it is now, because the Pelicans are 8th, and the Pelicans are playing what? They won 4 straight. And they would play the Pelicans, Rob, and they would have to beat, I believe it's, Ryan, check this out, but I believe they'd have to beat the Pelicans twice. And the Pelicans would only have to beat them once.
Right. I think that's the way it is.
Yeah. So that's a tough situation. Because the Pelicans are playing good basketball, and they might have Zion back. Let me ask you that, Rob. If Zion, they said he'll be reevaluated April 5th, I believe it is, which basically the last week of the season, They would have 3 games left. If he came back that moment, right, he could play 3 games. If he's, checks every box, doctors clear him, would you play, whether or not that first game, I mean, I'm not asking about that, but just generally, would you bring him back, play him, last couple regular season games, and then entering the play-in?
Yes. If he's healthy and gets a clean bill of health by the doctors, Chris, absolutely. How old is Zion? 20 what? 2 or 3? 2?
23.
23. He's young. He's got to be able to play if he's healthy. If he's not healthy, and I'm trying to rush him back, no, I'm against that.
Right.
But if he's healthy, let the kid play. Get out there, dude. You can't keep sitting.
He's 22. He's still 22.
22, Chris. When you were 22, you felt no pain. And I know he's had injuries, but you know what I'm saying.
Well,
if he's healthy.
Unique, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm with you in that. I mean, he's obviously, I hate to say it, not your typical 22-year-old in a lot of ways, but he's injury prone. But, Rob, I'm at the point, if I'm the Pelicans, I'm not saying I'm down on him, but I am saying I'm done with the kid gloves.
Babying him?
Yeah. And I don't mean babying him mentally. I mean, he let's put him on this, burst. What's called a burst restriction. Like he's going to play 4 minutes here. Now, if the doctors say that, that's one thing.
But what have we found out anyway, Chris? We found out that it ain't working. Thank you. I was just going to say it ain't working. They keep doing it. It doesn't work.
Burst restrictions, minutes restrictions, and none of it's worked. Summer off, extra time off.
What about
back to, and none of it's worked.
And the one that killed both of us. Clayton Kershaw pitching a perfect game. Oh, we don't want him to get hurt. Guess what? He came out of the perfect game, Chris, and he got hurt.
Right.
You can't stop it if he's going to get hurt. Stop with that.
That's the thing, Rob. I'm sorry. Once he's cleared to play. I'm playing him. I'll handle a minutes restriction. That's fine. But I'm done with it. Just I gotta play the kid. And if he gets hurt, Rob, like you said, he was going to get hurt.
He was going to get hurt, I mean, whether you do that or you wait till next season and gets hurt in game 1. What's the difference? Seriously.
Right. Absolutely. So I Yeah, it just I would play him. But the point is that if you're the Lakers, and I don't know, Rob, they still mathematically could get to the 6. I don't think they're getting.
It would be hard.
Playing. Yeah. I think they're going to be in the play-in. So here it is with the 7th seed, of course. The team with the 9th seed will host. Yeah. Oh no. So at the conclusion of the regular season.
Okay, you got an update. What do you got?
Yeah, with the 7th highest. The 7th seed will host the 8th seed in the play-in game. Right. The winner of the 7-8 game in each conference will earn the 7th seed. Right. Then the 9th seed hosts the 10th seed. And the loser of the 7-8 seed hosts the winner of the 9 and 10 seed. Right. But I think they still have to beat them twice, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, so the winner of this, the loser of the 7-8 will play the winner of the 9-10. And it looks like it's a one and done. Obviously, we've seen it before, but I'm trying to remember in my mind exactly how it works.
That's correct.
But, yeah, so you don't have to beat a team twice.
Correct, yeah. But the Lakers would have to win 2 games, basically, to get in.
The
from
Lakers,
the 9.
right now, they're the 9 seed. Yeah, so they'd have to beat the 10 seed, which is OKC. And then they'd have to beat either Minnesota or New Orleans, which are 7 and 8 right now, the loser of that. So, yeah, it's a tough, you got to win 2 games against pretty good teams that are pretty even with the Lakers. So it's definitely a tough road. But, hey, this is what happens when you've been losing a lot.